I mean, chemicals are bad news. That little mop light thing I got from Walmart, I stored it wrong, and it was slowly leaking out some of the chemicals for the floor, and made me sick. Yeah, so I haven't took it, put the chemical storage thing in a bag, and took the mop thing, put it outside. I'll put it in the garage. I'll wash it off, store it in the garage. But me and chemicals, man, that stuff's bad news. You can feel it in my teeth. My body ejects chemicals real fast. So I was gonna puke up my dinner and stuff. And then I was worried, you get paranoid. Did they spray something around here? Because you live in a Halliburton town. It happens, And so, Halliburton don't care if a air bomb dies sucking on a baby's tit, I've gotten punished many times trying to stick up for immigrants and being treated like immigrants and stuff. Many times by the military and the government to teach me lessons, right? You better do right by your government that takes care of you. Take care of me, huh? Is my quote-unquote government standing up for the love of Jesus Christ? Well, I take care of them. Well, Chinese have computer programs for genocide, and so do all the other people. Japanese hate you, which I don't understand why. And, if I was the Japanese, I'd hate most of you too. And the Chinese, I don't know, but their history's not as, as intense with, trying to speak softly, carry a big stick. Well, maybe I don't know. Assholes just, look for excuses to hate assholes because they hate themselves because they're assholes, That's pretty much it in a nutshell, I think. I don't know. I've not ever been an asshole, so I don't know, like Rodney Slater with white people, blah, 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 blah. And I said, man, Rodney, contrary to your egocentric opinion, not every white person gets up in the morning and goes, how can I screw the black man today? They're just trying to survive this hell just like you. Trying to keep the mortgage on the trailer paid and all that other horse shit, bullshit, rat shit, bad shit, dirty old twat shit. These fuckers make us endure because they're all selfish, mean bastards, So it's not so much of a systematic racism. It's economic competition and abuse that's a problem, and not the color of people's skins being abused together and blaming it on. I always told people that, you guys always blame the wrong person for your problems. You should blame yourself, especially if you vote. I'm going to vote and it'll change the system. It's not going to change the system. It's like Lucy Parsons says, don't ever be fooled in believing that the rich will let you simply vote their wealth away. You're going to have to, something's going to have to happen to save you from their abuse. And me last night praying, I'm sick. I'm like, Jesus, do something in the future to help us, help me survive this, stop, eliminate abuse, recover. Something's got to happen to stop these abusers from this abuse. Remember, what a magical thinker. You left the chemicals and the wrong storage thing and it got me sick. Yeah. You think this would be happening if we were living the Lord's Prayer and I had my nice place in the Gila, my basketball barn? You think so? Think chemical companies would be selling me products and telling me I need Lily and personal injury lawyers and everybody needs to get up in your car and pay extortion to live here? God damn, you are a magical thinking, sorry ass motherfucking butter bullshit. What the fuck is wrong with these people? You couldn't figure out relativity if it kicked you in the dick every morning, could you? Fuck. Oh, damn, I think I'm stupid. I don't think you're stupid. Know for a fact that you're fucking stupid. Okay? Evil has you thinking you're brilliant. Evil has you thinking you're solving all the problems in the world, circling the fucking moon. You are the dumbest, most self-centered, moronic morons in the history of the world. Everybody's waking up to screw me because I'm the champion and they don't want me to be the champion. No, they're just stupid. And you're stupid too, because you've been trained to be evil from the time you were born till the time you die for the last 100,000 years. It's all about training. The military told me that. Like, God damn. No, it's not. It's all about balance, harmony, and understanding and appreciation of the gifts of life and the laws that provide it and maintain it. That's what it's all about. It's all about religion and faith. It's not about, because Suzuki and Confucius and Jesus and Muhammad are all very similar. Because it's the same God, and it's the same life provided by the same God. And any egocentric asshole, only Jesus is God. Okay, you're the only egotistical asshole that can save us all from your egotistical ass. Okay, no, I'm light unto the way and unto the faith of Father Abraham, except unthrough me. Okay, where do I exclude Confucius? Where have I ever said, I'm at war with Confucius because his God is at war with my God? When have I ever said anything as stupid as you? You evil little bastard. You and your father, the devil. When have I ever said anything like that? When have I ever disrespected Suzuki's existence? When have I ever disrespected Confucius' existence? When have I ever disrespected Chief Joseph's existence? When have I ever disrespected Ruth and Esther and Khadijah's existence? When have I ever done that? Okay. If they chose to be selfish and a stupid fucking moronic cow like you, okay, I would chastise them for being that way, but I would never disrespect their existence. I love you. I expect better out of you. Okay? When have I ever said that to Khadijah or Ruth or Esther? I didn't have to say that to Mary Magdalene. Jesus said it to her. Okay? I didn't have to say that to Judas. Jesus said it to him. Okay, we don't talk much. He's got Jesus to talk to. He's not going to listen. Okay, he's going to betray Jesus for the Roman Empire no matter what I say to him from the future. He's a lot like Barack Obama. He's got it all fucking figured out. Right? Mary Magdalene, she's a lot like Jennifer Lopez. She's got it all figured out. She's going to survive it and live to fight another day like Amy. Right? It's like, oh Johnny, I fear you're unkind. I love you far better than all of mankind. Right? I love you. Won't you let me go with you? Yes, my love, yes. It's the nature of the spirit that I'm concerned with. The flesh, just take care of yourself. You're ahead of your time. Right? Get the right real estate deal. Surround yourself with all the right people, with all the right products. Hunker in and you'll survive this. Parsons will take care of it. He will. I'm feeling good. We would stop. Think for a moment, okay? And now sway while we convey that you must do away with all the stress of this life. Reflect the blessing of life. Use kindness and never blindness. Anonymous, L-Y. Right, immediately, L-Y? You guys make sure that doesn't happen. Let's see if Parsons can do it. How much money are you betting on it? Is it on your crypto card or your Bitcoin? Did you mine it? Dumbass. Dumbass. Dum 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 dum. I've got more money than the fucker next door. You feel successful, huh? Me, I'm the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. I'm still surviving torture from scientists who think I'm acutely paranoid. They haven't figured it out yet. I have to pick up the phone and explain it to them. I have to discover my Matt Damon Martian problem and go, maybe it's that. It is that. Shit. Okay, so you can store it upright. I had it upside down. I read the instructions, but I just wasn't paying attention after cleaning. So there's a strong chemical odor right here. It's soaked into the floor real slow. So I'll come in here and dilute it with water. Right now I've opened it and done that. I better, do that now. That's what I did after I used it when I cleaned up in here. It smelled like wet mop water instead of chemicals. And it helped, stuff. Now the antibacterial wipes, I didn't really do that when I wiped everything around in here. Go through and spray it down with a water bottle and then wipe it with a paper towel. But I probably should. That'll help me, because me and chemicals, we do not get along. Me and chemicals are like, fuck you, get out. I hate you. Fuck you, I want to kill you. I don't want to die. I want to be antibacterial. I want to be the best chemical in the history of chemical warfare. So let's just can we all just get along? Shut up, Rodney King. Okay. Right? Reginald Denny, get the hell out of the parking lot. These motherfuckers are crazy. Right? Just run, buddy, run. Yeah. He deserved it. He'd call people nigger before, like you hadn't called people honky before. Like you haven't pushed a cute Freddie Prinze Jr. looking kid into a basketball pole and laughed at him before. Thought it was funny. Right. It happened on meat wells with white kids with other white kids. His nose, bam. Yeah. Happens all the time when people are being competitive over sex money and not living the Lord's Prayer. Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme. It just doesn't matter. Right? Just doesn't matter. All the really hot chicks are still gonna go out with the guys at Cobb Mohawk because they have all the money. It just doesn't matter. It was funny. It was very funny. And saying that the girls at Camp North Star are not as hot as the girls at Camp. That's okay, because the guys at Camp North Star just weren't nearly as hot as the guys at Camp Mohawk. You know, most of the guys at Camp Mohawk were a tad bit on the, oh, he's cute. Oh, he's on Laguna Beach. He's on Bachelorette Island for bacheloretting with your penis as a phallic symbol for the marketing set. Right? He could run a chemical company. He could be a CEO. He could get shot by Luigi Mangione. Right? He could be Luigi Mangione. Ooh, he's hot. He went to an Ivy League school. He's a dick. Okay? He did extreme things. He hurt himself. The medical system is corrupt. He found that out, and it didn't help him the way he wanted it to help him, so he killed somebody. Okay? The medical system killed my mother. The medical system abused the shit out of me when I went in there being abused for trying to stop human trafficking before Mel Gibson, Jim Caviezel, Mark Wahlberg all by myself. Why are you so depressed? I have a PhD. That's why I'm so depressed. Okay? Why aren't you depressed? We're mass murdering each other with economic conflict that causes disease to provide your job. Little girls are being raped to death for human trafficking to control surplus populations through bad science projects from your military. Why aren't you depressed? You're taking on way too much. You're trying to play God. I'm going to send you to get medicated at La Clinica. What are you going to tell the people at La Clinica? If you can't help, just sit down in that chair right there and let me show you how it's done. Okay, don't lay a golden fiddle across my feet. I don't need it. I just need the Lord's Prayer, dumbass. So do you. Okay. Hi. I'm helping the people circling the moon. Yes, sir. Apollo me this and Apollo 1, the 1st, the 5th, the 6th, the 19th time. It will last, but it's all right. Fleeting joy and fading ecstasy. Apollo 23. How many fights did he fight till he got killed by Ivan Drago? Was it Ivan Drago that killed Apollo Creed? I don't remember. I don't recall. The propaganda's not too good up in here. Dum da da dum da da dum da da fuck dum da da na na fuck na na suck. Remember Sweet Ryan by na na fuck na na suck na na fucks to suck. And the sweet Ryan by. He used to be able to say the most raunchy jokes to Kim, and she'd laugh. Ryan, you're sitting high. I'd say, you'd kill me if I did that. What is it? How does he wager? Why? She goes, you wouldn't do that. I'm like, no. That's why she liked me. Because, you always dress nice. You're always kind. You always protect people's feelings, make sure they're not being abused. I'm like, yeah, thanks, Kim. That's really sweet. But you're interested in Trina Moore. You like all the Colville girls. Well, yeah, they're pretty. I know. I'm not as pretty as they are. No, you're more pretty than most of them. because you're exactly what you said about me. You know, I never said that. No, I did say the same things, like with Montalvo, Parsons, you're good. She just knew we were kids, and you know how young people are. They think with their genitalia. Would you know, old Jay Leno at the parties in L.A., you know, Julia Roberts. You leave me for her. No, are you kidding? I'd kill you for her. No, that's Jay Leno. He's an asshole. He's got lots of money and lots of cars and doesn't know what's whacking dope. I'd never leave you for her. Because you're kind to people that are abused, and you'll stand up for the Lord's Prayer. And I love you, woman, and I'm going to love you forever. And no high-tone women going to come up and take me away. That James Brown's papa that likes a chick if she dressed real slick. Me, I like a woman if she stands up for the Lord's Prayer and she's not afraid. And Papa don't, you know. Earl ain't doing nothing wrong. I'll do whatever I can to help him. That's the type of woman I like. Okay, Natty ain't doing that. Yeah, but Natalie has a bunch of scientists that are, she's got a lot of helpful people showing her where to go. And then if she ever wants to lose their inspiration, I've seen her YouTube. Time for a Tony Robbins change. Think it's time for what we think Alan Watts thinks he's saying for a cool change. It's time to be really smart and understand Richard Feynman and tell you why there's no God, because it's not possible and it doesn't apply in physics. Well, if that was really Jesus talking at that corporation that pays out lots of lawsuits for sexual access to children because we're still dealing with economics, then that would be what God really is about and what faith means. But it doesn't, and you can understand that. If you can read a book and see where it's been changed and how the logistics of the linguistics doesn't apply in physics. So you don't blame religion. You don't blame Jesus and Muhammad. You blame the corporations that corrupt the Gospels. It says so in all the Gospels. Okay, there's a living word. Selfish assholes take it, write it down, and turn it into mythological bullshit. Then there's a living word. And old Dendro, but there's lots of people who believe they're a living correction, like Daniel, Joseph, Jesus, Abraham, Muhammad. Oh no, Jesus is God. Only Jesus is God. And the rest of them are damned to hell if they don't believe Jesus is God. And how much money do you and... Jesus doesn't make any money off this. He's told me, Earl, I don't get any royalties from any of these assholes to pay my bills in the past or the future. Okay, Jesus, so kick their ass? Exactly. Show that ass, kick it. Thank you, you're welcome. Successful or die trying. Gonna die anyway? There's my incentive. Life's eternal and grace is infinite. We all die. Hey, that's physics, isn't it though? But we don't. It's as if we can clone ourselves. We don't all die. You did die. You just replaced that bag of shit with another bag of shit to store the same bag of shit in the bag of shit. You're dead, B. Wait until you hear my next feed. Is that Adolf Car Company? Adolf Medicine Company? And Adolf Dog Food Company? We really care about your animals. It's the best creations. It's the best invention since a cat. Wow, cats, did you know you were invented by the devil to have somebody to hang out with that will kill all your mice and kill most of your birds? That'll be good, but I think I taught a pudding cat. I did see a Romulan, right? So, so what a horrible place I live in. I was born here. This is a place where they threaten to blow everybody up with nuclear weapons if they can't fuck you in the head with ego and money. Shake your money maker. Satan will always be here, even if it comes in the form of a beautiful woman. I believe Machiavelli's more intelligent than Parsons. That's what you get for believing anything. You think you're more intelligent than me, and you and Machiavelli are both not. So. And I proved it to your technology. It's just real hard because your technology reflects the arrogant stupidity of you. So it's very difficult to fix this fucking technology. And it's just as bad in China and Japan as it is here in Los Estados Unidos. So, you know, It would help if you assholes get on your phones and go, Yelp, Lord's Prayer, we love Parsons, he loves us. We love babies for the first time. For once in my life, I won't let sorrow hurt me. Not like it's hurt me before. For once I can say, this is mine, you can't take it. For once in my life, I found someone who needs me. Someone who needs me. All right, it's an Anne Murray tune. Do you think she looks as good at Coach's pants as Kurt Horseman? I hope so. Well, everybody should have fun saying, whoa, it's fun to get you out of your Coach's pants and get you alone. Make you make wonderful noises. I love you, woman. Well, sexual reproduction, or the acts of it, it's a lot of fun. It is? Yes. Even if it's two guys, as long as you're not banging each other in the poop chute and killing each other with the act. Love is love. And don't you ever forget it, okay? Just don't do things that will make each other sick and kill each other because you hate life, because you've got an ego problem. Okay? If you hate life, you got an ego problem. I don't hate life. I do hate ego problems. I'm not becoming, you fight something, you wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth, you go, you guys aren't figuring this out. I'm trying to get you to live the Lord's Prayer because I love you. And I'm not Stevie B, and I'm not singing a song to a supermodel for money. So I'm not fighting. Oh, Malik knows it. When we had our conversation, he's right. He's going to go tell Betty. I talked to the 1322nd Redeemer. We talked and talked and talked. He listened. Then he talked, and he listens a hell of a lot better than I do. You're right. See why he's the Messiah, Betty. You and Alex been talking to me about this for a long time. Yeah, sometimes when you're thinking you have all the solutions, you think too much about your solutions. You don't listen enough to the obvious solution. And then share the obvious solution. What if they kill you? Somebody's got to do it, right? I wasn't trying to get Malik killed. I was trying to help him think eternally, properly, so his thoughts wouldn't kill others. That's how much I love Malik. And if Malik's daughters don't understand that, maybe Betty didn't either, I don't know. I'm sure Betty did, the way she was tortured and abused by all the business partners of Malik that killed him too. Yeah, with the grandson and getting caught on fire and all the mind fucking those people were doing to that poor kid like they do to Sirhan, and so on and so forth. So yeah, no, I know how people in Manchurian candidates and Chinese prison camps and you gotta learn, yeah. You gotta know your enemy. You gotta love your enemy, dumbass. You're supposed to be a Christian and a Muslim. Okay? You love your enemy, and you teach him how to live the Lord's Prayer. If he doesn't comply, the mullahs are going to cut his fucking head off right in front of you, and you're going to tell him, I told you can't say Jesus is God, and you have to say his perfection is the gift of the Lord's Prayer, or the mullahs will kill you and say he's a barbarian that will go back home, bring back more people to try to kill us in the name of God. Mullahs know exactly what they're doing. They set you up. Saladin would sit and tell these Europeans that. And they would think, you know what you have to say. Yeah. And they go back. The other guys, you can't say that. You can't ever go back home. Who wants to go back home that will murder people in the name of God over money? I'm going to make this my home. I would relocate. Me personally, I'd rather have Saladin for a neighbor than the sheriff of Nottingham and Prince John. I've got a dirty thumb. Hiss. You deliberately dodged. Right? Doop-a-doop-a-deep-a-do-do. Beep-a-deep-a-diddy-do. Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Wouldn't you rather live in the Holy Land? Living the Lord's Prayer? Then live, if I return safe home again to England, I will watch English mist roll through the dales. And be treated like shit because nobody lives the Lord's Prayer? Wouldn't you live, go, everybody does it in Hawaii. Wouldn't you rather go back to your Hawaiian paradise with your girl where they live the ways of the Lord's Prayer before the white people ever showed up? But what about the aggressive, violent sex cult behavior? How Philistine of you. Here come them Tongans and Samoans again. Shit, why can't we talk them into living the Lord's Prayer? I don't know, they're just not kaha'ihui enough for Maui. Yeah, well, Maui's not kaha'ihui enough for Maui anymore either. It's high-priced real estate. Burn them out and get all the locals out of here. They're all turning into criminals and drug addicts. We're not living the Lord's Prayer. I wonder why. Hey, any of you guys circling the moon figured it out yet? We still stuck in Devontae Swing's basement? You know, shave it, flip it, and reverse it? We sent our first woman around the moon. And our first brown guy. And they're both as dumb as Barack Obama and his wife. And Bill Clinton and his. Right. And Donald Trump and his. And Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. I know. I'm a scientist. I'm just kidding. I'm not a scientist. I understand science very well. I'm just not a scientist. I haven't labeled myself to pay extortion to live here. I'm living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. It's a self-appointed label, which I like a lot. But no one gave it to me off a piece of paper at an institution for circling the moon higher more. And hey, did you play offensive line for Yale? That's supposed to be their smartest guy, the guy who put satellites in the sky to maintain status quo genocide operations over money. Feeling Superman today? Captain Marvel? Hi, space people. Okay. What's it like to be dumb as fuck? Never mind, I live in Las Cruces, New Mexico. I think I have a pretty good idea. Well, they say I might have a great mind. You know, my mom used to say that from the quote from people. Poor minds think of stuff. Average minds think of people. Great mind thinks of ideas. Well, I really like the circling the moon and the nuclear energy and the atomic weapon. Great idea. Wow, sure cuts down on a lot of people worrying about how stuff they need to live. Forgive that and trespass love on an idea. That's not an idea. That's perfect command for faithful love. Okay, so humble minds, love. Let's work on humble minds. Great minds, murder people to maintain the status quo of delusions of human power and authority. Just wanted to give you something to think about while you're circling the moon for a bunch of assholes for money, okay? I love you. I gotta save people. I got the ghost of Lauren Sanchez screaming in my head with her Puerto Rican pals, you know. So I'm like, hey, there's a couple of Puerto Rican girls that are dying to meet you. You're all dying. Oh, that's right, the idiot. I'm dying from cancer. We all are. Stand up for a Lord's Prayer, then you can be my brother. You ain't heavy. I'll carry you out of the parking lot, you crazy asshole. Life's eternal and grace is infinite. Halliburton don't care if an Arab baby could die sucking on a mama's tit. I do. Well, I'm the Messiah, and you're all liars. You think you talk to God? No, I talk because God is. I talk because I'm a faithful lover, because I have faith in God, because I believe in the Messiah, and today I just happen to be so. Okay, have a nice life. Have fun storming the castle. Okay, I love you guys very much. To the pain? Nah, man, keep your ears. There's only one Van Gogh, and you ain't it. All right, peace out.